All right, we are on.
Have you been able to sort out your connection?
Yes.
Okay. All right, starting all over again. Good evening, night from Nigeria. Good evening. Welcome to today's edition of Open Discussion live on Nightingale Radio and Open Nigeria platform. We are broadcasting live on Nightingale Radio studios in Nigeria and also the studio in the United States of America, Houston, Texas, to be precise. And I have here with me on the show to co-host this open discussion with me is Honorable Smart Madu Ajaja, or Mr. Smart Madu Ajaja. Whatever he is to you is how you should address him. And he is an activist. He's a registered nurse, and he's the voice of the voiceless. Let me describe him that way. He's the voice of the voiceless because he's the kind of person that likes to take up cases, and he ensures that he sees it to the end. So today is not going to be an exception because we are going to be discussing a salient issue today that concerns Nigerian nurses, both home and in diaspora. Good evening, Mr. Smart Madu Ajaja. It's good to have you on the show today.
United States of America. Good morning.
Hello. Hello,
yes,
can you
I can hear you. Good morning from Houston.
Oh, okay. It's morning over there. How are you doing today?
Doing great. And you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. All right, so moving on to today's business, I would like to quickly apologize to our listeners, both on Nightingale Radio and those watching us on ONN platforms, that we are really sorry. We apologize for starting the show later than the scheduled time. We were supposed to start the show by 4 p.m., but due to some technical issues, we couldn't start at that time. So we apologize for our late arrival. So I'm moving on to the case and the issue to be discussed today. This is something that concerns Nigerian nurses, both home and diaspora. In December 2023, it was reported that the NMCN, that's the Nigeria Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, the regulatory body of the professional nurses in Nigeria, deactivated their verification portal from their websites, disallowing nurses who would want to carry out their registration, verification, and certificate verification to do so. And in February 7, on the 7th of February 2024, a new circular was passed by the NMCN stating some new verification guidelines holding on nurses, especially Nigerian nurses who are trained in Nigeria. And I would like to specifically mention some of the things that were written in the new verification guideline in the curriculum, in the circular, I beg your pardon. And first thing I can see here is the fact that the council shall request a letter of good standing from the chief executive officer of the applicant's place of work and the last nursing training institution attended, and responses on this shall be addressed directly to the registrar. Also, it was also stated that any nurse that is going to put in for registration verification must have had up to 2 years of post-registration experience from the date of issuance of the permanent practicing license. And you and I know that the practicing license in Nigerian nurse that the NMCN issues does not even come out on time. So all these and many more are the things that are making Nigerian nurses really come out en masse to protest and express their grievances over this, because Nigerian nurses have come out to say that this is injustice to them, this is injustice to their rights, it is an infringement to their rights, that telling them to have a minimum of 2 years post-qualification experience before they can apply for verification is like trying to hold them down, because Nigerian nurses believe that going abroad to practice is career advancement for them, and now they see it as Nursing and Midwifery Council trying to stop them from career advancement, from advancing their career, from developing themselves, from being better. And the fact also is that if you're trying to make nurses stay behind in Nigeria with so that they don't have to travel abroad, taking their experiences over there, the fact is that the welfare of the professionals in Nigeria is very low. The remuneration is low. There is no job opportunities. Even the country itself is not conducive enough for professionals to practice and thrive. So, Mr. Smart, Madu Ajaja, what do you say about this?
That is reflective of the state. A rudderless surprise at this. Look at what in the country. With me that looking for ways out of Nigeria has been the sum. Well, we're going to be talking about this in this. As I hope on this page. I feel so sad outside the country as 30 years to be here in the National Midwifery Council of politicians to retard the growth and development of the nursing profession. A very sad. They're going through because of a tragedy of leadership. You know, for some time with a way of leadership in the north. Yeah, but my efforts were thwarted. Were thwarted by us who work for rules that are but you know, the reason they are waking up is binging, especially those who want to out the country work or travel abroad, who are now being you know, to be able to, it is sad in a summary.
Indeed, it is sad. And looking at the fact that nurses have come out in mass to say no to this new verification guideline, do you think it is professional enough for them to actually take these into their hands and start protesting in different states of the country? You know, with the level of professional standard that the public would use to look at the nursing professionals, you know, looking at them coming out in Lagos State to protest on the street of Lagos, coming out in Abuja to protest on the street of Abuja, in Ogun State, in various states of the country, carrying placards, carrying cardboards, written inscriptions, you know, about this whole thing. Do you think it's actually the way forward? Is that the right thing to do at a time like this?
Well, I believe that, but that is not far-reaching enough. It's the reality that drives these people don't listen to any. I think the nurses more than that type of protest up on pages of, and nothing is done because these guys work for basically the country is down in the hands rogue and criminal. I can tell you, and I can tell you that protest are going to be enough, much more than that. For them to occupy and for as long as it takes to get of those support authority to reverse that. That is my take on that.
You, as a Nigerian trained nurse, practicing in diaspora, I know that you have had years and years of experience working as a nurse in Nigeria, and then you moved to the other country to also practice. You've practiced in at least two countries that I know of. You've practiced in South Africa, and you've also practiced in the United States, which you are currently. How would you describe the way nurses are treated in Nigeria compared to how they are being treated in the other countries? You
Uh, there,
considering the fact that you've had a taste of both.
there is no basis for it's like darkness and yeah, that there's no basis
It's
for
like darkness and light.
no basis for comparison. Nurses in Nigeria are worse than, and their situation is made worse than nurses themselves who live at a higher management level. Those who are being led um, have a clear if they do human rights, their rights to food. So that is why, like a little, they are robots, and everything good for them. They only complain and take definitive action, a serious action. You know, nurses has a body of some midwives. What are those people doing? Like what is happening? The same gene pro system, the same, and very those people who where are their fight, but you don't have big politicians policies that.
Hello, are you there?
Yes, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
I think there's that we are having. So what I was saying, part of the NAM is a total disaster, is a total failure. They so they cannot do anything. Are left in hang nowhere to turn. They will be disconnection. Did you hear?
Looks like the network reception at your end is a bit glitchy. You are experiencing some sort of network glitch?
Yes, I guess from that is the area talking about.
I'm so sorry about that.
Night works for my people. It's one of those frustrating that we go through, and the reason very drastic to ensure that the right hands. Let's see what.
Mr. Smart Madu Ajaja, can you hear me?
Yes, I am hearing you.
Oh, okay. So, when the registrar of nursing council was interviewed over the week, that's Dr. Farouk, he says that there has been complaints of issues and loopholes regarding nurses relocation. So, he, in his opinion and to his defense, says that the Nursing Council of Nigeria is not trying to stop Nigerian nurses from relocating, but what they are trying to do is to put a kind of regulation and guidelines to it so that the relocation process can be more organized, so that people will not jump the guns, jump the rules to relocate. And some of the points that he raised during the interview is the fact that, and I quote in his words, he says, a nurse on duty would not follow due process of exit. A nurse on night duty would not be found, and when she's called, she says she's already at the airport. The council received a lot of complaints about this menace, and that is why we decided to check how we can curtail these excesses. And so we came out with these new guidelines. We are not stopping anybody from traveling out of the country. It is our pride that Nigerians are servicing other countries, but it has to be in a formal way and not in an irrational way. As an employee, there is a due process if you want to leave. After fulfilling all the process of your exit, then you need to give a notice, either 3 months notice or 1 month in lieu of process. He also stated that another issue is that just last year, a number of nurses were found with fake documents in America, and when background search was done, about 8 of them were not in the Nursing and Midwifery Council database. So all these were the points Dr. Farouk Abubakar raised that brought about the new verification guideline. So, in your own opinion, do you think he has a valid point to this?
No, Mr. Farouk responsible and crooked things as um, the LCN LC. The first time I called, he did not pick up his. When I called him the second, I asked him. He said he's and I went and used another phone to call him. The one he's a liar for what they are doing. In on behalf of Farouk is a politician. at that matter. That nobody. So all those claims that is most painful us to be asked to tender a letter from or he or she can abroad. Most ridiculous. And nobody should take the issue because if any such happened, nobody has reported here. The only one are Nigerians who come, they have never go through of nothing here. It's nothing to do with that. Nigeria is a liar. And I have this guy and the other lady. Liars, they are politics. People now of nothing. They have been succeeding because they don't know what they want. And that is why. What they want. But then one, change the arm. Change arm enough and change remove from any because as it comes together, arm does not represent anymore. Get there to go and spend of naira, and nobody should take it seriously. What I'm saying, go and basis and prevent them from anything but the past. That's the only way. You take but because it's the road is right now. They are president and all of them work hand in glove. Nigeria, and they have in Nigeria. That is not respect. But when they come get the stuff, yeah, you know there's something wrong fundamental. Yeah, so he's a liar. Nobody.
So after analyzing the problem, so what do you think is the way forward? Because now that Nigerian nurses are so angry, protesting, trying to take the matter to court, and they're really trying to look at ways to ensure that this new verification process does not take effect. Apparently, according to the circular issued by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria, the new verification process is supposed to take effect from 1st of March. That's 1st of next month. So, and that's like barely 2 weeks away. So, which means whatever steps nurses are going to take, whatever solution they are going to prefer has to be done now within the next 2 weeks. If not, if nothing is done, the new verification process will kickstart by 1st of March, and there is nothing any nurse would be able to do about it anymore. So what is the workable solution you as an elder in the profession can prefer to the case at hand? So maybe younger generation of nurses in Nigeria who are all coming out to say no to this new verification process can take a cue from whatever advice you give them today and add it to whatever ideas they already have, to be able to curtail this problem before it becomes too late.
Well,
hello, can you hear me?
They don't have a lot of routine. network, the thing is really, the situation is a very bad, because one, they don't have a lot of working for them. Now is working with Baruch and the government. It's not one. I wish they listened to. I wish they listened to me. And when I was telling on the line, there's still a case pending on their behalf. But I did not ask them, but it's moral to fight for. They had done what we wanted to change from up to the national, have the interest of the National Council of vibrant interest of nurses of Nigeria. We won't be. And once enough to unfortunately, nurses don't have a name, anything, but protest may not lead anywhere. Yes, that will take forever. Yes, because it's a hopeless situation, I must tell you. It's to go, like I said, occupy the nursing and midwifery council and the NAM headquarters to demand action. Outside that, I don't see any. Now, another article of Nigeria. Nigeria, they forget hope. They are not who go out of his way to fight. One care anymore about what is happening in Nigeria. They cannot put resources together. As I'm in the time, it was sabotage. Even asked it to tell me that I should pay of now. That's a Farouk. Me paying my money to sponsor to Dubai to have a discussion with them. Why should I nicely? They wrote this question. You want me to pay his hotel fee in the council that misappropriated the nurses in Nigeria. The nurses of Nigeria are honest person. I just fed up with pain. I never want to do anything. Stop fighting for them. I need to stop this on my own. I will stop. I was the one who exposed Farouk was before the nurses started. But soon after that, you are not asking them for do they patronize your radio station? Did we not start the Nurses Arise program?
True.
They were thousands. They were the ones. Because envy. This. So that was why I had to cancel. Yeah, I am telling them. There's a senator who is the nurse, and then there's a senator who is the nurse, and what? Nothing. But And I think he went mindset. I'm happy that I was born the way. If I was to be reasoning with them, you won't let me. The Nigerian people that nurses are nurses. So that's the.
I understand the fact that
I'll be willing to help on my own, working with people. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. I understand the fact that the problem we have in nursing now is also like a ripple effect of the problem of Nigeria currently. So, what would you say about the current issues of the country Nigeria?
Oh man, Nigeria fails, and it's so sad. I don't know if Nigeria, the way it is going, if it's going to survive, and else the people of Nigeria wake up and do to end the slide. The state of so sad about it. In the who are of educating Nigeria, the imminence of what I feel personally, a very hopeless. By, I mean, by the people here, a little group of individuals. It's going to be an action that will be people who are today hungry, who are today going crazy, who are criminal, who are today full of misery, who are today being murdered from left, right, and are today being prevented to accuse scarcity and they facing the cost in the country's history. I am sorry. Yes.
So, before we round up the show today, I would like you to give your last word of advice to nurses and to Nigerians as a whole in times like this.
Well, for the nurses, go back to the drawing board. Go into midwives in a manner that every nurse votes in elections. Start taking leadership issues around professions. Very, all of this up to them. But the tragedy, it's not late. Take create a system, or if they are ready to create a group of just jump armed, even when they don't have anything to offer as leaders. But to take that people who can make that. That's the only advice I can give to them in that direction. That is something that expressing their rights. Nigeria, that is now they must go in their with me. They must go in their numbers to occupy occupation, sustained occupation. Because they don't want strike, but there is no to organize. Don't have a NAM to form a parallel of a across all the branches, Nigerian Council, and all the nurses them as leaders. That's the only way we can solve. I don't think the court system will be favorably disposed to give. So I'm being very. The people of Nigeria, I feel that we are where we are, and we must take responsibility for what happened to Nigeria. We are all part of what. Now, you have seen of selling your vote, the wrong who have offer in leadership. I am talking about level. Nigeria is for a revolution. Get ready for it. Yes, because things are going to get worse. Nobody can solve. But it's not going to. He is a criminal, a rogue, a state forger. He has nothing to offer. Look at all the people around him. The majority of them have won time. And then you, to the advice we were giving you years before now, and I'm telling you, the leader does not have money to buy a vote. He presents himself and his competency, ability, and character. That's all required to lead any. But today, we have priests occupying positions. Yeah. How dare you, a drug dealer, to not be in darkness? How and a certificate for moral high ground he has and right certificate and an identity, somebody's identity to commit, expect the country to move forward. It's a mastermind of terrorism in Nigeria. Well, if the network for you, so you people of Nigeria, this man just flashing out there. Terrorists. What some of the terrorists in Nigeria were arrested in, but the people of Nigeria went. I don't know what was in their head. Yeah, you have to for the war. The country, Nigeria, the minister of your country's minister. I'm talking about the fellow Matawa. He was quartering terrorists. Government he stole over 50 S and they made the minister of defense. Let's stop. The only thing left from Nigeria echoed by men and terrorists. Every day. And that day is coming, unless the people are to save them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Smart Madu Ajaja, for joining the open discussion today on Nightingale Radio and also on the Open Nigeria platform. It's always very refreshing to have you on the show.
Thank you very much. I'm pleased to.
I hope that next time we have an open discussion of some sort like
We
this,
appreciate to
we'll
we are
have a
seeing about
better.
what is happening.
We hope that next time we'll have a better network reception.
Yes, I hope so too.
Yes, it's a problem that is beyond us. We can't. There is nothing we can do about it. We can only pray and hope.
It's Nigeria. It's not.
It
It's
is what
Nigeria.
it is. All right, so there you have it, people. Thank you for joining us on Nightingale Radio and an Open Nigeria platform. Uh, Join us again for another mind blowing edition tomorrow, and also on Tuesday, Talking Points with Ronye Radio Talk Show. We are always going to be here. Do well to download our radio app from Google Play Store. It's Nightingale Radio, and of course, register to be part of Open Nigeria movement. Open Nigeria is here to open your eyes and open your mind to better opportunities and the things you need to know about the country Nigeria and how you can stand up for your rights, stand up to demand better leadership, to demand better governance, and of course, to demand better economy for the country. All right, so I come your way again. My name is Mero Zoria Olo, Ronye, the Radio Diva. Thank you for joining us. So